What's up, blind viewers? All right, we're going to put the pencil to the paper again. This time, I'm going to show you how I draw a realistic eye. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Alright, I hope you enjoy this one. Alright, this is how I draw an eye, a realistic eye. Not the little cartoony kind, but the realistic eye. Now, if you look at an eye, eyes are pretty complex. Of course, the blind guy is obsessed with eyes, but yeah, eyes are pretty complex little things. When you look at an eye, say it's a blue eye, from a distance it looks blue. But there are all kinds of yellows and ambers and greens and blues and all kinds of crazy stuff going on inside that iris. Really crazy stuff. But so yeah, if you really look at one close up or just take the time to look into someone's eyes, you'll see that even if they have brown eyes, it's not just a brown eye. There's yellows and some kinds of greens and 4 or 5 different shades of browns in there. Pretty crazy stuff. So it's a little attention to detail. And you have to know a little bit of the anatomy. For instance, you have, first of all, your eyeball is just that. It is a ball. It is round. And it fits in a little opening, a hole, or a socket, if you will. And you have an orbital bone. Your top orbital bone is basically your brow bone. That's where your eyebrow is, and that's where your upper eyelid tucks up in. Your lower brow bone, brow bone. Your lower orbital bone is your cheekbone. It goes from the inside corner of your eye out to the outside corner, but it is your cheekbone. You can just touch your eye above your eye. You got that big orbital bone up top where your eyebrow is, and then down below, that's your cheekbone. They call it your cheekbone. And there's a big old hole there, and your eyeball sits in there, and then you got your lower lid and your upper lid. And then you have tear ducts. You have a waterline, eyelashes, and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I pay a lot of attention, and a lot of time on this one is spent in the iris. That's right, the colored part of the eye. Yeah, because it's crazy. You can go nuts with these things. Now, if you pay attention, it's looking a little dark and all kind of crazy and muddy and looks weird. But later on, if you keep watching, you'll see that it'll lighten up, clear up, blend in together, and look more moist. I know a lot of people don't like that word, moist. But yeah, it'll look wet. It'll look a little bit shiny. So just hang with me here. But yeah, you can see, I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in there. But that's what it looks like. Oh yeah, drawing eyes are wild. I enjoy it a lot. I also got to remember that up at the top there, you get a little bit more of a shadow and a darker color because your eyelid and your eyebrow actually hangs over your eye. It's not, everything's not flat. And that is the hardest thing. Maybe not the hardest, but one of the hard things about taking something and putting on a flat piece of paper and giving the illusion that it's either jutting out towards you or sunken in. So hopefully I can accomplish that as we progress. Did you ever go into the grocery store and see people pushing carts around. Notice how they do things and wonder, I wonder if that's how these people drive their cars too. Here, I'll give you an example. You know, say the little old lady or the little old man in the car doing 45 on the highway with their blinker on for 10 miles. Now just imagine them in the grocery store pushing a grocery cart, just toddling along down the aisle, and usually not to one side or the other, but in the middle, so you can't get around them. And they're just shuffling along, taking up all the room, kind of weaving to the left, and you think, okay, they're going to go up, no, and then they bob back to the right, you know. Then you got the family, mom, pops, and the kids. So you got a kid in the basket with the groceries, eating half the candy. You got one hanging on the front. Dad's pushing. Mom's scouting out the shelves and everything. He's just trying to drive. He's yelling at the kids, put that down. Quit that. Get off that. Quit that. Watch, you're going to hurt yourself. While mom's yelling instructions. Over here. Come over here. We need peas. All right, what kind? Over here. Hurry up. Put this in the cart. Do this, do that. She's yelling. He won't ask for instructions. Now, isn't that the way it is when they're driving? Dad's driving. He's screaming, don't make me come back there. Mom's telling him, turn right. Turn right. At the next light. The kids are screaming. Yeah. I think people push their carts just like they drive. Then you got a couple kids in after school or after a night of partying. You know, 3 or 4 of them. One's pushing the cart. The other 3 are running along, and they're flying down the aisle past you, trying to get to the candy aisle or the chips and all the munchies. And when they go zooming by you, almost clipping you, you're screaming at them. Damn kids, man. Then you go around the corner, and there they are. They done crashed into something. There's a display all over the place, chips and shit all over the floor. Here comes the manager. The kids are running, just banding the cart. Now, isn't that just like when they're driving? They're on the road. They're flying around, racing around, causing all kind of chaos. They speed past you. And a couple minutes later, you get up and you make that corner. And there they are. There's the car into a tree. Smoke and steam flying everywhere. The car doors are hanging open. And nobody's to be found. They all bailed. They drive just like they push their grocery cart. Then you got I call them the rich and entitled folks. You know, the ones that'll stop right in the middle of the aisle with one of their friends. And then we got 2 carts and like 3 people just standing there having a good old chat, talking about life and everything. Just fine. But why do you gotta do it right in the middle of the aisle? You know, like they drive. They'll just stop anywhere and talk. You gotta sit there and wait till you get a chance to go around them. No, don't. Please don't find a place to pull over out of the way and have your little chat. Wherever you're at is fine. Yeah, just park. We'll wait for you. I mean, hey, it's your world. We're just living it. We'll just fucking wait for you. Whenever you're ready, you know. Whenever it's convenient for you, you just let us go. So yeah, just a little thing I noticed. Now back to the drawing. I want to mention that now your upper eyelid, your eyelashes, first of all, they're a lot longer than one would think. A whole lot longer. They're real long. And they attach to the end of your upper eyelid and they go. And these ladies, whenever they put on mascara and stuff, it's not a whole bunch of little lashes. The mascara clumps them together. So there's like 3, 4, 5 in a clump. Sometimes there's a big black clump of the mascara. This is when you're looking real close. But the lower lid, there's only a few lashes, and they're fine lashes. But again, they get all clumped together with the mascara, so you have 2 or 3, and they're pulling from 2 to 3 different directions, and they make one big fat one at the end. But they don't attach right to the edge of the eyelid. Remember, there's that water line. So you have to leave that when you're putting lower lashes on, which is a mistake that a lot of people make. And then here, trying to shade in the corners and the edges and everything to make it look round, so it goes back in and has some depth, so it has some dimension. Put those darker parts in the corner. And the white, the white of your eye is not white. If you have blue eyes, it usually reflects the blue. Green usually reflects the green. And shadows are usually like a grayish color. But yeah, it's not white per se. And putting those colors or shadows deep in the corners and then below and up top and everything, it makes it look round on that flat paper. Now I'm going in with the white gouache, which is the highlights, making the shine, the reflection, the highlights, the sparkles and the twinkles, and all that good stuff that gives it dimension, makes things pop, makes it look like light is hitting it, and makes it look wet in places. Well, there you go. We're wrapping up all the highlights. And, yeah. I had fun doing this. I like doing eyes. It takes a long time, and it's pretty intricate, but it's fun for me. I enjoy it. Again, the blind guy's obsessed with eyes, so no surprise there. And skin tone, I don't know if you noticed earlier when I first started, it was like this deep red, and it looked kind of wild, and everybody was probably panicking like, ew, what is this horrible thing? But yeah, once you start blending and adding colors, the yellows and the peaches and the burnt umbers and the yellow umbers, the yellow ochres and all that, to that red, it tones it down because your skin is very multi-layered. There's a signature. That means it's all done. There you go, guys. My eye. A realistic eye. I hope you enjoyed this one. I appreciate everybody for watching. And, hey, come on back because you never know who or what I'll draw next.
What we do here is go back.